Will there be a bail option available in the United States? How will it work? What does his short-term legal future, do you think, look like, Sonali?
I think it's no short term. It's going to be a very, very long term. 8 criminal counts is what he's facing from the U.S. Attorney's Office here. And so those are very serious counts, as we know. I don't know in the short term that things get easier for him and how he's going to prepare the defense against, again, those 8 criminal counts.
Hello and welcome back to Cryptollennium. Today's been quite eventful in the cryptocurrency market. So we won't waste any time. Please like and subscribe and let's dig in. Before going further into cryptocurrencies, let's talk about SBF for just a moment. So it looks like Bankman-Fried will agree to extradition to the US. In summary, the former FTX CEO, SBF, on Monday decided to agree to extradition to face fraud charges in the US. Reuters also reported that Bankman-Fried departed the Monday hearing in Nassau in a black van marked corrections, and he could be back in court later this week. This is probably for the best, assuming that jurisdictions in the US are going to be coming down a little bit harder on him. And I'm assuming this decision was made due to their lack of hospitality, if you will. If you hadn't heard, SBF recently had requested vegan meals while in prison. Hopefully they can accommodate in the US, but Alameda also gave $400 million to a startup based in SBF's Bahamian condo community. Modulo Capital is a multi-strategy hedge fund started in early 2022, operating in the same Bahamian condo as SBF. Modulo received one of Alameda's largest investments at $400 million. So they are a relatively unknown firm. And interestingly enough, Modulo Capital was founded by 3 former Jane Street traders, a New York-based company that employed SBF and Carolyn Ellison prior to their moves in the crypto industry. So not only are they ex-coworkers, but they also live in the same condo together. How beautiful. Moving on, and some of the most significant news of the day, ADA struggles to hold its place on the charts despite Cardano's dominance over. If you had tuned in to our previous videos, you would know that Cardano's dominance is over all the other blockchains as far as development activity. So in summary, Cardano outperformed its rival networks in terms of development activity, and ADA could make a strong comeback based on metrics. But as far as price action, ADA hasn't been too eventful in that sector of things. The development activity report showing Cardano's lead against Polkadot, Kusama, Cosmos being 3rd, and Ethereum 4th. So this metric, development activity, registered a noteworthy upside in the last 4 weeks. This was consistent with the GitHub report. The network's development activity actively registered a sharp uptick in the last 5 days. What does this mean for Cardano? Strong development activity is often a sign of the network's developers still building. This promotes more confidence in projects and in most cases sparks additional investor confidence in the native cryptocurrency. This is important, especially considering ADA's current position. And if you've been following it as closely as we have, you've noticed that ADA has been in a downward trajectory over the last 7 days and highly oversold territory at the current time. It's trading at about 26 cents at the time of writing this article, which is a 12-month low. It's actually lower than that now. It's about 25.5. So the declining price action reflected the strong outflows registered by the money flow index. The same indicator looked to be pivoting, indicating that the sell pressure was declining. Can news of strong development activity shift the market sentiment in favor of bullish bounce? Based on today, significant downward trajectory, and this meant that investors weren't yet ready to change their minds about ADA's prospects. In other words, a sharp recovery might not be in the works. But in contrary to this, the demand for ADA in the derivatives market was recovering. Perhaps this was an indication that demand was recovering, in which case the cryptocurrency might deliver some upside in the coming days. The supply distribution further indicated that ADA's top addresses were accumulating. Addresses holding between 100 and 1 million ADA increased their balances in the last few days. Meanwhile, addresses holding over 1 million coins were contributing to the sell pressure over the last 3 days. The supply distribution explained why ADA bearers were dominating the market at press time, even though there's an ongoing accumulation. However, positive development, a discounted price, oversold conditions may soon yield in favor of the bulls. Thanks for tuning in. This is Cryptollennium. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.